Good afternoon, it's your man Earl, day 109, 4/19/2018, day 109. And as you can see, just got my hair done. It's Thursday afternoon, and just got my hair done, so we're sitting in the house Thursday afternoon. I want to get this thought out, get this video out to you guys. First of all, I want to say thank you for your comments. Some of you guys have my phone number, so thank you for the phone calls, and it's a great pleasure and joy to be able to serve you guys at this level. So we have people from all over the country, even some people from all over the world that are emailing and things of that nature, and so it's a good deal. It's a good feeling. And like I said before, we're not doing hardly any kind of marketing for this channel. We are just getting really our own self-discipline in line as we take the sauce and brands across the country, and then eventually across the world. So we're doing something particularly to help me become more disciplined, right, and help me become more orderly, and to really do a large-scale commitment, right, because this is not something you're going to do just for 2 days. I committed for a whole year to do a personal video on either personal development or business development in some shape, form, or fashion. Of course, powered by DeucesWild22.com, which is the brand that we're chiefly pumping and pushing right now. So, once again, it's your man Earl, www.DeucesWild22.com, day 109, Thursday, and just got my hair washed, so we're sitting in here this afternoon in a home office, and here's a very interesting thought on today's subject matter, which is turf tigers. Turf, T-U-R-F, tigers, right? We know what turf is. Turf is kind of where, well, turf is like, you play sports on it, and really turf in the business world, and of course in families, it's meaning, the area that you occupy, right? And so today's subject matter is turf tigers, and three things. First of all, you want to make sure that you are not a turf tiger, okay? And I'm going to go into some descriptions, and then number two, you have to understand that they're everywhere, okay? So you understand that they're everywhere, and some people are turf tigers, right? And they could be you. And then the third part about it is how you handle these type of people, right? And turf tigers can be in your family. Turf tigers can be even in business. And so here's the thing about a turf tiger, okay? Turf tigers are individuals who, instead of using their energy to grow, or using their energy to benefit others, or using their energy to push themselves or their family forward, their business forward, they spend all their energy protecting what they have, right? They spend all their energy, all their resources. Now, why do I call them turf tigers? Because, as you well know, a tiger is at the top of the food chain, right? And so a turf tiger is literally at the top of their personal turf food chain, right? So if you come into their turf, they'll attack you. Never mind, there's a huge world out here. There's a huge jungle out here. They're concerned about staying where they are, and particularly at the top of their personal food chain, no matter how small that is. But see, the turf tiger, what's dangerous about them is their mentality, right? And see, here is the mentality of a turf tiger, right? They are people who master the small betrayal, right? Because they know that they're not the only ones that exist in this jungle called life, but they are masters of the betrayal. They're masters of calculated moves. They're masters of not responding to certain things. There's masters of picking allies for different situations, right? Because it's all about them. It's all about protecting their situation, right? And so they look very harmless, right? But they really want to use, and they use the vulnerabilities of their colleagues. They use the vulnerabilities of their family members, right? Even their spouses and their kids, right? Because they're all about protecting their little turf, right? And so they also appear very innocent. Okay, a turf tiger is somebody who always plays the victim, always being, oh my gosh, look what they're doing to me, but in a sense, and the bottom line is they have to protect what they have. Why? Because they're not interested, or they are afraid, or they fear having to come off of their turf, right? Because that's where the real game is played. The game is not played on the personal turf. The game is played in the jungle of life, right? Which is called this huge world. So you have to be very mindful. Don't be a turf tiger. Okay, number one. And then number two, recognize people's behavior that are more interested in protecting or hoarding or keeping what they have versus growing and sharing and networking, right? And be careful what you tell people, because turf tigers use all information for sabotage. They use information to get close to you so they can take you out because they're afraid of losing their turf, right? So here's a very interesting quote. And I'm not even going to say that because I like to just kind of keep it the way it is, right? But you have to be mindful, all right? How do you take out a turf tiger? With communication. That's how you get rid of the turf tiger mentality, okay? You have to communicate, and like me, I had to work on, that's one of my things I'm working on. Remember I said talk about reading 2,000 books, also doing in 2 years what I did not do in 20. One of those things is increasing my communication. Why? Because communication runs right through turf tigers, right? Remember, turf tigers hoard information. They hoard vital, key information. Why? Because they understand if communication was to expand, then they would be exposed. So how do you get rid of turf tigers? You over communicate, right? And I'm working on that to be a better communicator, and then I over communicate, right? Because what does communication do? It increases creativity. What does communication do? It increases trust. Remember we talked about trust issues? Okay. And also what communication does is it creates an area or environment of constant rebirth or constant renewal. Why? Because new information brings what? New ideas and new energy. So day 109, 4/19/2018, okay, turf tigers, all right? Don't be a turf tiger. Understand what turf tigers are, and then how do you get rid of them? The mentality, right? Because we need to work with people, but it's the mentality that you want to disassemble, right? Or you want to destroy that mentality, right? By over communicating, okay? Create communication. You be the communicator, create change in communication, and you over communicate once you recognize somebody who's a turf tiger. It's your man Earl, day 109, 4/19/2018, here at the office, actually at the house, enjoying life by the grace of God. God bless you. God keep you. Peace.